Good afternoon and welcome to the special called meeting of the Mayor and City Council of the City of College Park. I'm Mayor Bianca Motley Broom. We have a full quorum present with council members McKenzie, Karn, Arnold, and Gay. So at this time, I will call the meeting to order. In regard to the issues that we dealt with from the last meeting, it's my understanding these motions are not final because the city attorney has told the city manager he still has work for the council to consider that will not be final until Monday or Tuesday. Therefore, at this point, they are not enforceable, and if somehow claimed to be final and enforceable, they would be illegal. And motion 3 in regard to this omnibus motion that was dealt with at our meeting, among others, infringes my rights under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution to participate in these meetings as a duly elected official. The charter vests in me the power to preside over the meetings of this governing body, and the omnibus motion seeks to strip those duties and responsibilities from the office of the mayor. Furthermore, none of the omnibus motion complies with OCGA Section 36-5-3, also known as the Home Rule Act. The omnibus motion and its constituent parts are a flagrant attempt to change the form of government of the city by stripping authority and responsibility from the mayor without state legislative action. Even if the omnibus motion did not seek to change the form of government, it nonetheless seeks to amend the charter to change the duties of the presiding officer of this body without notice to the community, publication in the legal organ of the county, or posting of copies of the proposed amendments in the city clerk's office or in the office of the clerk of the Superior Court, as well as passage at 2 consecutive meetings. It's my position the city attorney has a conflict he has refused to acknowledge in the subterfuge that led to this omnibus motion. He has taken a legal position that is adverse to my elected office and conflict to his duties under the Georgia Rules of Professional Responsibility, Section 1.13, as discussed and clarified by Comment 9 to that rule and Rule 1.6. The assertion the omnibus motion is not adverse to my duties and responsibilities as mayor is spurious. Item number 1 is consideration of funding for the swearing-in ceremony for the newly elected officials, February 3rd, 2024, at the Gateway Center Arena.
Point of order, Mayor. These items are going to be on the consent agenda so that they can be voted on as a group and not individually.
So we'll take item number 1, consideration of funding for the swearing-in ceremony for newly elected officials, February 3rd, 2024, at the Gateway Center Arena.
This is a consent agenda. You want to read all the items, or we have some detail on a couple of them.
Councilmember Karn, this was not communicated to the community as a consent agenda and would need a motion in order to make that happen.
I'll make that motion.
All right. So the motion is to handle all of these items in order, together.
That's correct.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Gay. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Second with discussion. Well,
Sir,
I do have
I've called
discussion.
for the vote. I've called for the vote.
Well-
And at this time, I asked for discussion. There was no discussion. So all those in favor?
I did have some discussion and like to be heard. City Manager, there are a few details within the motion that give some details and some clarification. They're very short. If we can add to the motion, if that's all right, City Attorney. All right. In terms of number 1, consideration of funding, that's going to be in the amount of $35,000. My understanding is that there's always already $20,000 in the budget for the Black History event. So this will add $15,000 to that amount, totaling $35,000. In terms of, also, it'll be February 3rd, 2 p.m., not at the Georgia International Convention Center, but at the Gateway Arena, to be held in conjunction, again, with the College Park Annual Black History Program. Item 2 has been deleted. We're removing that item due to legally that has another meeting. Item number 3, that is for the City of College Park to be held in conjunction with the City of Jonesboro, Georgia. Item number 4 stands as is. Item number 5, consideration of College Park organizational orientation to be denied, and for all newly created changes within the College Park City organizational structure to be returned to their former state, to include no hiring of an assistant city manager, deputy city manager. Item number 6, that will adjust our discretionary accounts and travel accounts to $10,000 effectively immediately. They're going from $5,000 to $10,000. The travel and discretionary accounts, which are commensurate with the mayor's accounts. Number 7, the 6 West Development Committee, that is, it's basically a municipal standing committee for elected officials. And City Manager, we're going to, of course, follow up with you on the structure and the details. Those are the additions to the motions. So we had a motion and a second, right?
Yes, Councilman
Oh,
Carn.
I'm sorry, number 8, excuse me. I'm sorry, number 8, there's a little addition to 8. In terms of legislative assistance reorganization, we're going to have assistants report directly to council and mayor, and administratively to the office of the city manager. And number 10 is as is. Also, we're replacing item number 2, and that's going to be the, item number 2 is going to be simply a consideration to set the following meeting times for council meetings, effective January 16th. Workshop session, 6 p.m. Regular session, 7:30 p.m. as always. An executive session to be held after the conclusion of regular session as we had done before. So that replaces item number 2.
Point of order, number 9 is being removed. That was the
Yes.
police services, I think, was that the one? Was it number 9? What number is that?
Yes, number 9 is,
The police, discussion of
Right.
the police department.
all right, I think that's it.
So number 10, that is, you didn't mention that one.
Number 10?
Yes, that stays as
As is,
written.
yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That is unanimous. Meeting adjourned.
City Manager, I had one other thing I just wanted to mention. In terms of the incentive pay and bonus for employees, I didn't want a misunderstanding. We approved that, and we want the checks to go out on the very next paycheck as soon as possible. We want to find that money within the budget, but I didn't want it to be misunderstood that we would wait to find the money, then cut the checks. We want that cut as soon as possible.
Have a great evening, everybody. Take care. We are adjourned.